Welcome back to Crypto's juiciest news, baby dolls. We have Bitcoin at 67,600 American dollars. Everybody's waiting to see, does it distribute from here or does it keep popping up? There is a lot of bullish news coming out from the Bitcoin ETF, which I am still going to tell you is a Trojan horse. Yes, friends. I'm going to show you one thing before we get started, because it occurred to me the flashback of how the bear market happened. Let me take you back to when Davey Soy Hoffman was not crying yet. Okay, when we were at about a $19,000 to $20,000 Bitcoin, I want to tell you something, friends. Around here, I was still saying, you know what? Buy of a lifetime. All altcoins, buy of a lifetime. The ones that are going to make it, okay? I was still saying that. But look what ends up coming next, okay? When I said that, look what ends up dropping. We end up getting an enormous minus 26% capitulation candle from FTX collapse, okay? So when we go down here, you got to remember, do you think people were still saying to me, wow, you are right. We are definitely the buy of a lifetime? No. 99% of people were not saying that. I'm going to play some gentle angel music for those people, okay? Their souls went to heaven. They were not saying that at all. What they were saying was, they go, see, you're an idiot. You said it was cheap, and then we just dropped another 26%. Therefore, you don't know what's going on. That's what people could say. And I doubled down. And I go, nope, it was cheap back then. It's even cheaper now. And guess what? It ends up being the low. See that? Bank. And we end up going up. Now, reverse this. This is exactly what happens today, okay? The Bitcoin ETF comes around here, okay? We're saying, well, you're a Trojan horse. And then we have this scam pop. Now, that's funny, friends. This scam pop, I'll tell you what's going to happen. You're going to figure out with me, we're going to be told what's really behind this candle later on. Look, my dark prophecy at the start was that they're going to run it up turbo so I can get retail trapped. And then in the midst of them crashing it, they get all the retailers to lose their money and be offside. Then they're going to be like, hey, are you going to vote for a proof of stake on Bitcoin now? You're going to give us the voting rights? You're going to basically come under our control? That was basically the ultimate plan. And I've been seeing this for a long time. It's funny now. I said, yes, they'll run it up turbo. Look at this. They are running it up turbo, aren't they? You just don't know what price they're going to send it to. For example, friends, you know, Da Vinci J15 believes they'll run it up to $1 million before they crash it. That's something to think about, okay? So I don't know if $1 million is going to happen. I don't know what anything's going to happen. I'm just telling you that, yeah, you can't predict these prices in the short term. They can do whatever they want, man, in the short term. But look, we are now here and people are saying, well, you know, I don't think it's a Trojan horse. I think this is a real deal. No, excuse me. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go from 5 green monthly candles, now you're on the 7th, you become more risky. But what people are saying is, no, we've become less risky. Look, go back to Bitcoin here. If you here's the 5th monthly candle. Okay, look, yes, you could have been warning signs at Bitcoin 40K. But look, yes, it goes up to 64. But you know, oh my gosh, there's some warning signs around here. Because look, okay, sweet. From here, congratulations, it ends up going another 56%. But by the way, this is monthly candles away. This is 60 days of you being called an idiot. An entire 60 days. So what I've drawn here for you, I'm just going to show you. It is still very possible that this is the top for Bitcoin. And then we do the standard 39%, which is done 3 out of 3 halvings. Some sort of retest down back here, and then we continue up. This would actually mimic what it's done in the past every single time. Of course, though, what do we hope for? We actually hope that we just go straight up only. That'd be great. You hit like 140K by the end of the year. Then pretty much, you know, the dark prophecy scenario is playing out. Remember, friends, I literally spent all of January going through this scenario, all of December last year. I said, well, if Bitcoin halving is red, it's never before seen, you got to go all in at the end. All in if it actually finishes down. But if it's green, right, no one's going to sell, are they? They're going to be leveraged long. Donald Trump might be in. They're going to lower the tax rates. They might even fire Gary Gensler. There's going to be more countries adopting Bitcoin. Something's going to appear which just makes everyone it's too hard to let go. So we didn't care about being right. We're just here to make money. Okay, we're still turbo long because I don't see enough euphoria yet out in the altcoins. That's a real sign of froth. Okay, we've also seen Bitcoin, right? So we know it's sitting on its 7th green monthly candle, but also ETH BTC is 0.058. And I want to show you Ethereum right now. Ethereum is absolutely screaming up. Hey, look, friends, these are all danger zones, man. Like, yes, if Ethereum goes up from here, I hope it does, by the way. We really, really hope it like smacks up. That'll be great. But it's its third cycle. No one knows where the hell anything is going to go from here because it's all dictated by Bitcoin anyway. However, we're exiting that bear feeling zone, but the skepticism is still here. This is the ETH BTC chart. As you can see, it's still cheap, 0.057. We need it to cross 0.061, and then you basically know it's on. Now I want to show you more warning signs, okay, friends? Look at this. Bitcoin's Kimchi Premium. So it's a South Korea spread. This is known, friends, this is very, very famous. South Koreans are literally the biggest degens in the world. Congratulations to you, South Korea. You guys have impressed me a lot, okay? They go to school for like 19 hours a day. You know, friends, you know in South Korea, they have underground tutors because the government has to ban, they have to set a time. You're not allowed to study past a certain amount of time. So they have underground bunker tutors for studying, for uni. And it's actually insane. So it's most fascinating thing ever. And then you think, okay, you must all have no lives. No. They're the best StarCraft players in the world. They're really good at Dota as well. Like, they've got amazing ability. And now they're the biggest degens as well of trading. What I found more fascinating as well is they have the highest degeneracy rate in the world for online gambling. 6% of the entire population. You guys, I don't know what. Congratulations, friends, to you. But look at this. They have a Kimchi Premium. It's the spread of Bitcoin, our Bitcoin price, the USD price, to theirs. It's called the Kimchi Premium, right? And it is plus 10% more expensive now in South Korea. So Bitcoin actually hit $73,000 US there if you do the equivalent because they have all the capital controls and stuff. And just telling you, it's at a 2-year high from now. So just showing you this type of degeneracy. Okay, this is the type of stuff you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? But it is what it is. I mean, how much upside you got on Bitcoin from here anyway? You know, you got what, like another 50% if you get to 100K. Where everyone says they're going to hold to $1 million, but you're going to see all the insiders dumping towards there anyway. So you got to think about this. Also, MicroStrategy raises now $700 million to buy Bitcoin at this time. You see how they started with 600 million? No, we're buying an extra 100 million. Like, it's just, see, I told you, friends, the power of the green monthly candles. It's because it's reflecting people's emotions. Like, I feel good. I feel good. I feel better. I feel awesome. Wow, I feel, it's like bang, bang, bang. That combination is the absolute, that's the one that takes them out. The combination of that, because they don't know what losing is like anymore. They don't, well, you'll see. Okay, now, also, in Pantera Capital. Now, if you remember Pantera Capital, friends, if you're watching my channel, Pantera Capital were the dudes who dumped $100 million of Luna at the top at $100, and then they went onto YouTube and told everybody it was the buy of the lifetime. And I called them out on it. All right, I go, you guys are VC, grifter, scum. All of you, okay? I'll shake your hand. I have a beer with you, but you're scum. That's okay. Just admit it. You're playing the game. You're lying, and no one can trust you. It's okay. Just accept it for what it is. Now, I literally have the videos and everything out here. I was the one calling it out in the bear market, but everyone was gone, right? Because I lost all the money on leverage. Now, here's the thing. They dumped $100 million worth of Luna at the top. They kept 10% of their bag. How was it revealed? It was revealed because their investors thought they lost all their money in Luna when Luna went to zero. Okay, but they had to make an official post to all their clients and emergency like, hey, don't worry, we didn't lose, man. We actually dumped at the top. And I looked at the time, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, let's go see. Oh, wow, you guys were releasing videos on YouTube channels saying, wow, yeah, Luna's amazing, guys. Not making this up. Literally, you look it up. I made videos on this. Now, unfortunate for Arbitrum, that's right, the actual Arbitrum, these guys were given an ICO allocation too. They are on site. I don't know which allocation they were given. They're either on site 180x or 1000x. I'm not joking. So if they're on site 180x and they have like, oh my gosh, look, if they got $1 million allocation, it's over pretty much. They've got 180 million bucks. Goodbye. They're going to be dumping as well. Probably telling everyone, all retail, right? They're going to be dumping along the way, telling retail, hey, did you know Arbitrum is going to be worth $15 one day or $90 one day? It's going to flip if Ethereum mainnet. It's the sky's the limit. They're going to be dumping in the background. Now, why am I reporting on this? Well, they have been given special access to buy FTX at a discount. I can't figure it out if anything is going on here, friends, where there's insiders and outsiders. I just can't figure it out. Maybe I've got a friend in a Pikachu hat with very, very straight posture and very, very pointy elbows who's been telling me that he's my friend the whole time and telling me this is a game. It's a game, friends. There's insiders and outsiders. You and me, we're always going to be outsiders, okay? We can't play this insiders game. But here's the thing. I will still out of the goodness of my heart, or some say heart, I will go out, put my neck on the line for the crypto trilemma problem to satisfy. You make money and I make money. Because I am constantly unpopular. Constantly. But guess what? Most people get wrecked. Most people can't time shit. They know what the hell they're doing. That's okay. But I'm telling you, okay, they're going to be bullish at the tops and everyone's going to be on the same side as them. And I'll be like, oh, okay, sweet. I'm checking out. I'll see you in 12 months, okay, when you start crying again. Okay, that's pretty much how it's going to end up, just like before. Also got some other cool news. Fake DeFi Uniswap DAO has passed the temperature check for UNI Revenue Token sharing. So I don't know exactly how it's going to work, but you're going to see something along the lines of maybe they probably incentivize you to stake and delegate for the voting. And then they'd be like, okay, if you stake and delegate to people who represent you, you get a share of the revenue and the staking, etc. And this might continue to reignite DeFi. It might do that, and we might see a resurgence in people wanting like yield and staking and stuff. We might do that because DeFi has been dead for a long time. Uni, Chainlink, Aave, Synthetics, but everything related to DeFi versus their ETH ratios has been dead. Like everyone's been wondering what the hell's going on because we had DeFi season in 2020, and that was a year before the Bitcoin bull mania, which is interesting because you're like, wait a minute, gaming appeared in 2021 and NFTs, okay, and memes and stuff. But look at the thing, gaming peaked later and has recovered earlier. And so is memes, all right, memes. You're like, that's so strange. All memes have done that. So not really strange. It is what it is. You can't predict and time everything. You can't. But you would think DeFi, the pinnacle of Ethereum, would have recovered earlier. But you know what? It's kind of telling you, the new people coming in, no one gives a shit. No one cares about Curve stablecoin and the inflationary coin dumping because the founders give themselves billions of dollars and they exit everything, you know. Also, you get to see Hex is part of that DeFi narrative because Hex mooned in and appeared basically in 2020 and it went on the run with that. Even though people don't link them, I've been able to tell, yes, Hex is DeFi. People, look, even though we say Hex is store of value, but yes, you can say that. The market's not treating it like that. The market and the pricing and everything and the ratio, it's not treating it like a store of value whatsoever. It's treating it like a DeFi coin. In terms of like, hey, there's this thing you earn yield in. That's what they're basically treating it as. That's now, it can change in the future, sure, but right now, that's what they're doing. I guess people are punting that it's going to be like that. That's why Pulse Chain's in the alt layer 1 chain, and PulseX is also a DeFi coin, but PulseX is a news cycle coin. So that's why you might see over time PulseX to Hex ratio go up. All right. Uniswap as well is going to be adding MEV protection. So that's going to help a lot. The problem is Uniswap add their own fee now. They don't even show you all the coins. It's going to be better just to use the other exchanges anyway, like CowSwap or whatever. Well, some good news as well. PulseX now hit 3.56% total bought and burnt. You can see it on the GoPulse website down here. Okay, even though the prices seem to be dropping a bit, but you still have 727 billion PulseX bought and burnt off the market. And I'm quickly going to show you the PulseX price right now. So we're still doing that whole little grindy thing up where everyone's waiting to see what happens. There's been a lot of dumpers around here. Every time we go up, there's just been these poopy heads that just keep dumping like $1 million here, $1 million here. And a lot of people, friends, you can't, if you're in a community, don't go blaming the 99% of positive support people on Twitter and YouTube for like dumping because they're not, man. It's everyone's buying. One guy, friends, who's given too many coins, okay, you know their $1 million clip, that is 1,000 $1,000 DCA buys. 1,000 of them. So you had 1,000 people in, one guy goes, click. He's got $8 million, by the way. He goes, click. Okay, sweet. He's going to wait for another 1,000 next. Click. So that's how quick it goes. But you're probably wondering, okay, how do you ever move off any resistance? How do you ever punch it? It's because these people, they get sick of selling. Because they're like, oh, I'll just see what happens, or I don't need the money for another month or two. And then in that month or two, maybe Ethereum and Bitcoin go up more, or Ethereum goes up, other altcoins go up, and so the greed appears. And that person's like, well, you know, I don't want to sell anymore because I'm seeing all these other things go up, but I don't think we should be this low. So these people who went from like vultures on the system who are sapping everyone, they get the greed bug too. This is what happens in every single coin, every single market, okay? Now, it's funny, if you speak to people who are doing it, they're not going to tell you this. What I'm doing is I'm telling you their actions. Their actions speak louder than the words. If you speak to them, they'll say, oh, I believe in this system. I think it's going to go 1,000x. And you're watching them on chain. You're like, oh, how come you're dumping $1 million down here under day one sack? So these are just some things to keep in mind. I want to tell you this as well, right? A Wise Degen once said, Bull markets are born on pessimism, grow on skepticism, mature on optimism, and die of euphoria. I was scheduling that literally over a year ago at the bottom of the bear market, okay? Everybody's pessimistic. Why do you think I posted that, friends? It's because the age-old question. Everyone says, oh, the alt season hasn't started. Well, or the bull market hasn't started. Well, it just, like, who cares, man? It depends. It depends on your label. For example, do you think the bull market, where do you think the bull market started? Well, technically, the bull market starts on the FTX collapse. Bank. When does the bear market start? Technically, on the Bitcoin futures ETF. See what I mean? Technically, that's what it does. That's actually at the tops, but we don't feel it. Okay, you're probably wondering, oh, when does it get exciting? Oh, it got exciting, you mean here, at this very, very end. So this whole move, not exciting, Bitcoin ETF, okay, now it's exciting. See what I mean? That's basically what everyone's just been thinking about. Okay, there's a difference between when's it start and when's it get exciting. It gets exciting at the tops, okay? Or the bear market, when's the bear market start? When everyone's happy, really euphoric. Okay, when's the bear market end? When everyone gets extremely sad. But remember, what part are we in now? Okay, we are in the skepticism, right? But not really. We have now matured to optimism. You can tell that, right? We're moving along. We're definitely maturing from this skepticism into optimism. There are people still skeptical out there in terms of like, well, this is altcoin never going to move. This thing's on the floor. They really haven't seen market-wide anything yet. So that's why eventually when we get everybody optimistic, when everyone's optimistic, we move into the euphoria phase. When everyone's optimistic, friends, people in the village optimistic, people start doing some weird stuff, eating jelly beans, doing handstands, partying naked. Those are the types of things you'll see. I want to give you as well a gentle reminder. When influencers, right, want to get the most views, likes, and follows, they will just tell you the biggest price targets. So that is something you got to remember. Okay, if they want to get more views, they just tell you the biggest price target. Also, they'll say things, you're not bullish enough. You're just not bullish enough. Okay, they say that over and over again. Just like that's the polar opposite of you're not factoring in the macro factors of the interest rates. You're just not accounting for them. You're being too silly and sloppy with your risk assessment. That's what they were saying in the bear market. And they just flipped that. Okay, they're saying you're not bullish enough. They'll also tell you, don't worry, your $1,000 is going to turn into a millionaire with your 1000x. So tell everybody. And I've got to mention for you, it's good for their views and likes and follows. It's great for that. It's bad for performance. All right, so it depends, right? If you're playing the game of popularity, of course that's what they do. Friends, they learn from the masters. Everyone's done it in crypto and Bitcoin. What do you go back to April 2021? I remember every single YouTuber, they had $30,000 Ethereum thumbnails, $20,000 and $30,000 Ethereum thumbnails, and the lowest one was 10K. The lowest. They said there's a near guarantee Ethereum's going to 10K. There's has to, because Bitcoin's going 100, this is going to 10K. Guess what? Ethereum stops at 4,400. First one, smack down. Next one, 4,950. Ethereum, Vitalik sells the top again. Basically, then you drop after that. Everything gets wrecked. So, see these things about in people's minds, how dangerous it becomes. They just keep feeding everybody the dopamine. It's the dopamine dealing, man. Yes, of course we have to go to that price. Of course, you're entitled to it. You're not entitled to anything. Maybe, though, you'll be entitled to some top signals. It just depends how you're going to listen to them. That's the thing, okay? Now, I know a lot of people don't listen to top signals depending on the price that you're shown in your portfolio, okay? But look at this, okay? I'm going to give you a very nice good morning because your exit liquidity has arrived. Let's read this. Yo, G, quick crypto question. Good morning. If I had a coin and bought it at 0.000001 and it hit $2, how much would I have? So there you go. All right. This is your competition, by the way. Look, this, when you go on YouTube, friends, or Twitter, and you guys, we're checking out the comments, and you're seeing people go like, hey, man, Bitcoin's going like this 240K. We're going up. Bitcoin ETF is not a Trojan horse. These coins are doing 100x from here, etc. When that view is also shared by people who talk like that, okay? They also have that view. So that's why, look, friends, think about Richard Hart's 10K call. When Richard Hart called for 10K, all right, look at this. When he called for 10K, there was no one calling for 10K with him, all right? So, but by the time we hit here, you had 30% of people calling for 10K. By the time you hit here, you literally had 99% of people calling for 10K. Okay, and I want to remind you, down here, there was 30 people on Twitter and YouTube. I tracked all 30. There was only me and Martini guy left. I'm not joking, who were bullish. Guess what happened after FTX collapse? He turned bearish. Okay, he turned bearish. He goes, one more leg down and then we can go up. And I was like, we got him. That Martini guy actually turned bearish. Okay, sweet. I'll go back and check my tweets. I go, sweet. There's literally no bulls left. Looking at 30 people. One, me. No bulls left. Gone. See us. Okay, this. And then guess what? Davey Soy Huffman starts crying down here. Right? When Davey Soy Huffman starts crying, friends, I was like, you know what? Who's left? Am I going to cry next? That's what I'm on. Because, friends, it's like they're coming out with a gun. Like a hunter with the gun, killing all the bears. Bang, bang, bang. No, killing all the bulls, sorry. Killing all the bulls. Bang, 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 bang. And I'm just sitting there like, uh-oh, I hope he ran out of bullets. Just standing there by myself. But that's it. And it reversed. Well, flip that now. Flip that, okay. Bitcoin's gone up so much, there are no bears left. Literally no bears. Friends, we are so high. Crapo is too scared to put on a short. And I'm looking at it, bro. If there was ever a time to put on a short, by the way, don't put on a short. You put on a monster short, you're given 7 green monthly candles in a row. It's telling you, hey, I give you 7 green monthly candles in a row. It's just, you're too scared. You're too scared now. Okay, so that's something just to really be aware about. So remember when Richard Hart called that 10K top, that 10K at the top, and we go down the bottom. Now, not only do you have the like smart people or the correct predictors, forecasters calling for 10K, you also have every single person who was bullish the whole time. They're all gone, also calling for 10K. You see what I mean? Markets, they're a moving target, always. The pendulum's always swinging. You have to be in tune with it. So now, who's calling for this 240K? Okay, it used to be, man, see, you could have called for this. I know a lot of people were calling for 240K since like January of 2023 as Bitcoin starts recovering up. They go, oh, we're going 240K and stuff. Okay. Not only do you have those people calling for it, but now we're starting to see, non-believers are calling for it. They're buying the Bitcoin ETF and calling for it. They're mortgaging their house and calling for it now. So that's why you're going to see me, friends. No price targets. I have no price targets. I don't care about price targets. Okay. You literally just got to be, you know that Bruce Lee saying, friends, water goes in the jug, you be the jug, right? You have to be like water. Okay, so that's exactly have to be like this. The price, irrelevant. Okay, is Coinbase going to hit #1 rank at $90,000 Bitcoin? $75,000 Bitcoin, right? At the end of the year, is it going to do that with altcoins going nuts? Is it going to be 175? Is it going to be 300? I don't know. But you got to be ready for when these things start appearing to start trimming out. Okay, you like, subscribe, bell button, all. Don't forget, loves it. Catch you soon.